Welcome to Coffee and Cards. It's Care Bear Karen. Good to see you today on this Monday. Oops, no. I am trying to acknowledge our first love here, but I have a little referral link pop up blocking. Congratulations, Lindsay. Happy first love to you. Thank you for being here. Love you too. Oh, and I believe, goodness, this StreamYard. Okay, Krista, I see you, but it won't let me click on you. But hello. Thank you for being here. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I had my earbuds and then I lost them right before I was about to go on. I mean, of course, right after this, I'm going to be like, you're really right there in the counter, Coffee. Need coffee. Yeah, so Mondays. I did talk about this a little bit last week on Monday, was that I was born on a Monday, which is a moon day. And I just thought maybe it'd be fun to look back at a little bit more information on that. So I found this little article from she has a master's in education. Her name's Jennifer Gunner. And of course, there's only 7 days to the week, right? But we have, it was 9, but now we have eight planets, but we recognize the 9 in modern astrology. But I studied classical astrology. We touched on the other things, but a lot of my studies have been self-taught, reading books from others. Just because my teacher, he sticks with the classical, and the classical astrology, is the 5 planets plus our moon and our sun. So anyways, they were named after Roman gods: Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, plus the sun and the moon. So where do Venus and Mars fall into the days of the week, she says? The answer lies in, and forgive me if I mispronounce this, Interpretatio Germanica, which is a practice in the 1st century AD in which the Germanic and Norse peoples aligned their mythologies to the gods of the rapidly spreading Roman Empire. So they were mirroring what they were doing. As the Germanic language began to influence the English language, the English days of the week reflected the Germanic gods. However, in Romance languages such as Spanish, Italian, and French, the days of the week pay homage to Roman gods. Monday, the moon's day. And it even kind of looks like moon, right? The Latin word for moon is luna. The name Monday comes from Moon's Day after the Norse moon god Mani. It's derived from the Old English Monendag, later Monenday. Maybe that's what, or maybe it was Monendag. That looks like a long O. I'll have to look at that later. Maybe that's why it's so tempting to stay in bed on Monday morning. You need more time to celebrate the moon. And I really liked how she wrote that. And the moon, is feminine. It symbolizes the mother. It rules the astrological sign of Cancer, the mother. Yeah, the moon. Just gonna rename her the mother moon. Ah, it's a good day to spend time with family, especially, with children. It's a good day for women or people who identify with, feminine energies to harmonize their female energy. Maybe it's a day that, males can kind of try to tune into that side a little bit. This is a favorable time to organize. Oh, I'm going to skip that one. I don't like it. Hen party. I'm like, no. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little past those days. And of course, to delve in the subconscious is a good day to book your therapy sessions are on Mondays. And it's a good day to be creative, perform cleaning rituals with water on Mondays, or visit bodies of water or even a swimming pool or whatever. Monday is a good day for that because, the moon is connected to water, the element of water. Yeah, Monday is the beginning of a new week, so it requires seriousness and concentration, but it is difficult to perform it this day. Therefore, try not to plan any significant meetings. It is better to perform working, place cleaning. I don't know if they need to check their punctuation. Planning and shopping. Sorry, I was a literature major, so yeah. Good stones: pearl, moonstone, white agate, white tourmaline. The metal of the day is silver, and the colors are white and literally it says milky. Let me pause for a second to see if there's any more comments. I tell you, StreamYard, I can't read them. Seriously, what have y'all done? What have you done? I can't scroll down at all to see them, which is redonkulous. Okay. I can't believe I just said that. That's funny. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay. I can see that Hershey's in here. Hey, Hershey. I can't reach those comments. Oh my gosh. I have had it. I've had it. This is like the tip of the iceberg right now. Like, seriously? No. Okay. Whew. And so it is. StreamYard. Bye-bye. Okay. Monday is governed by the moon. We already said that, Karen. Yeah. Okay. This is where I wanted to talk about like qualities that belong to Moon Day or Monday people. Maternal qualities such as dedication to kindness and a deep loyalty to family. They're believed to possess a tender sensibility, and they hold with them a deep amount of sensitivity, adaptability, and kindness. I must say so. Being a Monday person. I'm just kidding. I really like what they wrote here. These souls are borderline transcendental, and they reveal their thoughts in enigmatic ways due to their psychic abilities. Their minds are soft and dreamlike. Enigmatic, indeed. I would say enigmatic for sure. I'm so irritated. I cannot read your lovely comments right now. I don't know how to fix this. I really don't even know. Like, I know Josh, I remember him saying this. This is a new development. This is the first day. Like, I haven't been able to read comments. I open my computer. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, shoot. I forgot my password. It's been that long since I've opened up the computer. Oh, no. It's my son's, actually. We're sharing it, and I forgot what he... Okay, never mind. Moving on. And So sorry. I can't read your comments. I'm just leaving Lindsay hanging up there. Oh, it moved. Okay, it's because I didn't move. Oh my God. Sorry, StreamYard. And I'm sorry for my meltdown, but still, it shouldn't hold everything up just because I have somebody's comment on the screen. Seriously. Okay. Uh, Thank you for being here, Krista. Thank you for being here. And love y'all. Hershey, Grand Rising. Oh, thank you so much. Blessings to you, Hershey. Thank you. You have a holiday today. Nice. Ooh, I was at the ocean Hershey's saying this. I was at the ocean yesterday and played in the water with Sir Colton Mosaic. It was so nice. Oh, that's beautiful. And being a Sunday, you were outside too. So you got like the sun and the moon qualities going at the same time. Hey, Lottie B. Oh, I love like I need to go back and comment though. You're so talented on the piano. Wow. I wonder how long you've played. Hey, Sandy. Hey, my true blue. I'm just going to start calling you my true blue. Sandy, you are amazing. Thank you for being here. And y'all, I did not hit post to those things. It's just posting. Like I am not advertising StreamYard by any means. Y'all know that. That's ironic. Why does it keep posting that? Oh my gosh. It's like losing its living mind. All right. And that's what happens on Mondays a lot, right? You know, it's already kind of like one of those days where you feel a little, like having to switch it back up because the weekend mode is off at that point. Actually, part of Sunday feels a little depressing too, doesn't it? I try to like spin my thoughts on that one. I try not to think like, oh gosh, it's the Monday Eve. And then I just, redirect that. But yeah, we really need like 3-day weekends, I think. That probably would have saved a lot more money, right? Rather than, like, why couldn't they've like reduced or downsized, like, or combined and maybe shut down like certain days that certain government agencies wouldn't work, right? Here in the States. I'm not going to go political, but that is something though that really like bothers me. It does. It really does. But anyways, yeah, that just came out. Sharing some of my opinions about what's going on in the world right now. So much. So much. Oh, let me look at my astrology notes. Let's see what we got. Yesterday is my son's birthday. He's 9 now. It's the last year that he'll be in single digits. But he had to share it with like Easter too. But no, it was great. And then we're actually throwing like his actual birthday party this weekend. Oh, thank you, Hershey. Yes, thank you so much for hitting the thumbs up, please. Yeah, so, listen to me. I'm like, yeah. So yesterday, the sun squared Mars. Squares are hard aspects in astrology. They're challenging. There are opportunities for challenges. On the 23rd, yeah, I think the sun and Pluto square off. Oh goodness. Okay. Mars and Pluto. Oh my. And Pluto, like Scorpio, really is originally Mars. So I mean, Scorpio can be Mars or Pluto, both, right? Mm. People could there could be something unexpected this week. I'd say let's pull some tea leaf cards. Let's get a collective energy. My lord. We'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow. But yeah. Goodness gracious. But you know, the energy like that is like bigger during eclipse season anyways. And it's not just like when it's happening. Things can take a while to play out, as you know, many readers know. Tarot is like timing. We're not capable of understanding the timing and the quantum layers. I think we would have to first devalue what our meaning and, you know, idea of time is first to be able to even go into that right mindset. And who, you know, knows what that is. I mean, it's just probably a lot of other things too. Time works differently. Oh, right. Here we go. Okay. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. It's really funny that a boot came out because I hid an Easter egg in a cowboy boot. And I forgot about it. And nobody could find the egg. And my husband picked the boot up this morning and he was like, found the other egg. So, that's interesting. Check your shoes before you put them on. I sometimes do that, especially. Okay, this is me just being silly. If I haven't put a pair of like shoes on a while, you know, and they're like boots or something like that, I always like look to make sure there's no spiders in there. I mean, it's a thing, right? You don't know. Oh, here we go. So far, the energies actually for our collective is good. Perhaps we've been doing the work where these shakeups, you know, like we're taking, we're taking the lessons and moving, you know, like letting, I don't know, something, we've been doing something right, you know, especially like when Pluto squares off. But, oh, sorry, I guess I should tell you what it was. Stork, news of a birth or a new business opportunity. A boot and a stork. Let's get one more, Spirit. Galactic energies for this week. How is this Mars and then this Pluto square off with the sun? What energy is that bringing this week? But, you know, birth is pretty painful. Like, think about all you have to go through before you get to the birth. And you got to increase your efforts. So it can be a good week if you work harder, perhaps. And then you heard me. I'm specifically asking, what can we expect with the energy this week? And we got goldfish. Increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. You can't make that progression up. I mean, yeah. Increase your efforts. News of a birth or a new business opportunity. Increase, I mean, yeah, it's like basically do this and, you know, it's like almost feels like reaping the rewards. But on the bottom, I always got to look at the bottom energy, right? Pale. Time to time to get out. of a situation. Time to get out of a situation. And then right as I lifted that, I couldn't help but look, and this butterfly, a change for the better. Is it? Usually that's the goal. That's the aim here. Oh, thank you, Lottie. I sure will wish my son happy birthday from all of y'all. He gets excited, like he'll look and he's like, Mom, he's got like, 200 subscribers now. He gets really excited about it. It's so cute. Ooh, I know what I wanted to do today. I want to make sure I want to pull like my goddess cards on Mondays, like a little nod to the divine feminine. Look at me. What am I doing? Hey, Victor, how are you? Good to see you. Good morning. I'm back. As soon as I could get through this birthday party I'm throwing here this weekend for my son with a jump house, and it's a slumber party with 4 or 5 boys. Yeah, as soon as I can get through that, I'll be doing better. Okay, I know what I want to do now. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. And since I'm up, I might as well go ahead and grab the charcoal too. Let me do that. I'll try to remember to tell y'all things about, like, we'll do like the days, Tuesday or whatever. We'll get through those. And if I don't do that certain day, it's just because like I ran across something amazing like I had to talk about. It felt more important. All right. We'll circle back around. And please check out, let's see, I always talk about, channels and stuff. Victor, Truth Wave Meditation, 9:45 a.m., 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Wonderful meditation and community. I encourage you to give that a try, because even if you feel like you can't properly meditate, you benefit a lot from the energy connection. You can't recreate the power that comes together when people join forces to meditate together. I'm really feeling that. You start to feel linkages and connections. It's really cool. And of course, our friend Josh over at Mr. Floyd's Universe with Synchronous Channels. It's like, it's kind of like right on after Victor, about like 10:30 something in the morning. And then Krista over at Blindly Inspired. That's a nice little chat, and there's conversations with Christy. I'm just going to start naming, things that are going on. There's no Divine Feminine with Indigo Jaguar because she's moving. She's currently on her way out to Oregon. Moving. I'm so excited for her. It's crazy. We were talking about it, it feels like just months ago. All right. I'm just going to shuffle for one more. I've got my archetype deck out. Oh, and then Hershey. You have a show on Mondays too. Meta Mondays. Is that like, I'm thinking about noon Eastern? Maybe around that time? And then I know like later too, I'm going to be like, oh, Karen, why didn't you think to say so-and-so? Oh, yeah. And there's Terry. with Terry holding your space, she has a meditation that usually starts like right after I go off or not too long after. Wow, these cards don't want to talk. Okay, what archetype are we looking at here, Spirit? I think I want to make sure I cut the deck. These archetype cards, like, they're cool, but it's really hard to break these suckers in. They're hard to shuffle. They're starting to loosen up a little bit, but they're not easy in your hands. Especially my little stubby hands. All right. Dear Lord. Okay. Goodness. Exorcist came out. All right. Interesting. We got some feminine energy that wanted to come out. The femme fatale. The femme fatale. The erotic energy of the feminine. Opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. And the shadows can be, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money, and power. And then Exorcist. I wasn't expecting this card to come out. These are shiny too, so get a little glare. Freeing yourself and others of destructive impulses. So we did get a little bit more information here. A fear of facing your own demons, though. So this is about facing our fears. What are we holding on to? And what's keeping us from making more effort right now? Fear. Fear of what, Spirit? Let's find out. Yeah, tarot. Duh. Sorry. It's Monday. Bear with me. Why? What are we afraid of here? Afraid to leave behind the material? We'll just find out, get a little bit more. Using my Deviant Moon because it was the closest deck at hand. Good old Patrick Valenza. And also, it's a good deck to use because he created it. I guess he had to help write the guidebook, but still, he created it based off of dreams and visions that he had as a child, and going through. So it turned into a tarot deck, which is a classic, and probably on every top 20 list, I would imagine, is one of the best tarots ever. Because it's so original. All right, let me cut this. Ace of Cups in reverse. Okay, so yeah, this makes sense. I mean, we're in Taurus season 2 now. We're definitely the focus is here is like is a vice, is how we look at our long term, how much we value that, our families, our legacies, looking at all of that and trying to build strong foundations, thinking of that forward. But at the same time, how much of that are we holding on to, maybe even out of a fear, right? And you'll know what's the right situation for you. But I mean, Ace of Cups in reverse, I mean, it hurts. It's gone. It's done, right? It's a time to be delicate, a little delicate with yourself. But I mean, you need some growth. This is the Empress card. Empress, that's crazy. Empress is Taurus and Libra, Venus. So we're having a blockage of growth because also too, like your heart's just not into something. Heart's been hurt. Heart's been broken. Maybe a dream, like even a dream got crushed. Not even just like a relationship here, you know, a dream of a family or something, you know, it's hard to, oh my God. Yeah. Okay. And on the bottom, the Hangman. Yeah, look at this. I forgot, I read something about all the times that he put on this deck. And this one, what time would that be? Like almost 2? There's a significance to that. Like on the 8 of Pentacles card, I was reading like why the clock is a certain time. It's like he was thinking about like people, you know, that would be the time like nearing getting off work or something like that. I thought that was kind of interesting that he did that. But also like notice like they're just dangling time from the heel and just kind of staying there. I need to look at my list because I feel like, we're making another shift. Oh, Venus. Yeah. Venus is going to be in Aries soon too. Yeah. Out of Pisces. So, you know, this could be like just getting a new least perspective, taking a pause. You know, you're here, not you're here, but like we've all been taking a pause maybe in this state, you know, not quite time to move on something, but also it's kind of like sacrificing. It's almost like it's almost like a sacrifice at the same time sometimes, because it's just the best thing to do at that time, perhaps. But yeah. Need to look at like our relationships, and this is a problem with like Venus too, because I know I got a lot of Venus. Is we can have a tendency to love things, right? Our emotions are tied up with our securities and possessions as well. Like our emotions can be really tied that way in Taurus. But also we see so much beauty and things like that too, and have an aesthetic nature to it. But you know, a Taurus could hoard or spend too much. Probably go the other way. But yeah. Get some charms. I forgot to warn y'all before I did that. Sorry. Interesting. Oh, there's my list. I was looking for the astrological list. Yes. On April 30th, Venus leaves Pisces and returns to Aries. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Panther. Black Panther. It's like a predator. Look, they're stalking, on the hunt. On the hunt. And we got a bone. Also, I mean, I think, you know, like ancestors, foundations, but also something that's old, something in the past. A and a P and a G. Gap. That's Okay, gap. A gap. Sagittarius. Sun. Interesting. Comes out in the moon, right? So I feel like it's a relationship like balance with the sun. And the sun is doing all the, yeah, the sun is doing all the, like the squares this week. And then look, we've got like DNA, like the dinosaur, like a DNA, like little strands and stuff. I wonder if something new is going to be discovered this week. Oh, we got one of my my Beatles ones, an octopus's garden. I want to write that. I love. They are such fascinating creatures, but also like octopus can be a little, maybe perhaps smothering, maybe too needy, too dependent, but also they're very intelligent and crafty. And yeah, octopus, they're really cool. Octopi. I don't really know what the heck you're supposed to say. All right. This has been coming out. That one's been coming out. And we got a 4 of clubs, which is a 4 of wands. Yeah, that's like some kind of milestone. Oh, a snap that came off of something. Something needs to be fixed. Oop. And we have a letter B. Bag it up. Popcorn. Ooh, there could be some talk about something this week, you know, because I like to use the popcorn emoji for gossip. Like, you know, like it's something like, I might find something out new this week. That's not really what I was going for with the charms, but you know, whatever comes out here. But yeah, so like tap some into that sun energy, and we have the fire energy with the Sagittarius coming there, and then the 4 of wands too. The 4 of wands, that's Aries. I think that's Venus in Aries too. Ha! You can't make that up. That's cool. Wow. And we got gold. Oh, I believe there will be some tea. My bad. This one's new. A teacup. Yeah. Ooh, there's going to be some tea spilled this week somewhere. It might be their home, family, or something that feels like you're emotionally connected to in some way. You're going to find something out, maybe? We'll find something out? I don't know. Well, y'all keep me posted. I'm curious about that. All right, let's get an oracle and close out because I don't want to keep too much of your time today. And hey, Judith, how are you? Hi, Miss Marzipan. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm not throwing the comments on the screen after like I had a little meltdown earlier. Live. Y'all are just talking away over here. Okay, well, if I'm miss saying hi, just know that I didn't mean to. I love you all. All right. Oh, I said we were going to pull a goddess and I almost forgot. Yes, we're pulling a goddess. That's our oracle today. Literally, Karen. Goodness. That's how fast a thought can leave my brain. All right. So this is the Divine Feminine Oracle from Megan Watterson. I want to read some books that she's written. Let's see what comes out. And these can be like, you know, figures in history, goddesses. There's like a whole different kind of hodgepodge of figures in here. I don't use this a whole lot because I don't know as much about them. So I figured this could be an opportunity like that I could look, and if it's, you know, something that sounds cool, we can do a continuation and learn more. All right. What goddess energy is the best to connect with today and throughout the week? I was hoping to get a jumper. Nope, let's cut. Do y'all feel like the energy's been kind of like building, or has it come to head? Like, you know, how have y'all felt through all this? It's felt a little. Sometimes I just don't feel myself some days, you know? Interesting. And of course, I had to be like, I have no idea how to say this. Yishi Sogya, Lady of the Lotus Born. The Lotus Born. I just scratched it. Oh. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. Oh, that golden light. And we have the sun charm come out too. And although the fire and the wands, you can literally see that fire element. Even look in the bottom, we have the goddess of light with Amaterasu. All right, I'm going to see. There it is. Okay, the book. Definitely don't know anything about the Lady of the Lotus Born. I must admit, definitely do not. I have no idea what kind of order these are in, so I think she has a table of contents at the beginning. We'll just look there. Please. Yes, she does. Nice. Okay. All right. 121, page 121. Okay. Yishi represents a deep wisdom that has been much misunderstood. She's the ultimate spiritual wisdom that the human body is all that is needed for enlightenment. She was born a princess in Tibet in 777 CE. According to legend, she was born in the same way as the Buddha. A mantra resounded, and her mother gave birth to Yishi painlessly. Her name means Wisdom Lake Queen because at the moment of her birth, a nearby lake doubled in size. There's our water. Her waters of enlightenment, they called it. From a young age, she only wanted to practice the Dharma instead of getting married. But the Emperor of Tibet gave her to a really long name, who had traveled to Tibet from India to spread the Buddha's teachings. He became her main consort and husband, and together they each founded their own lineages of Buddhist teachings. She spent many years isolated in meditation and accomplished several cycles of tantric spiritual practices. She received esoteric initiations and became known as a fully enlightened Buddha in the form of an ordinary woman. She's also considered to be, that doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. I don't know a lot about this, so let me skip over that. And her husband predicted that she would reincarnate as the legendary Tibetan Buddhist tantric teacher and yogini, Labdron. Oh my goodness. And the message here, it can be so easy to forget that everything we touch, everything we say, and everything we do is not separate from the divine. Yes, she embodied one of the most potent spiritual truths. The female body is an asset to enlightenment, not a hindrance. The body is a vehicle to free us from the idea that there are any limitations to reality. Tantra, which weaves together the sacred and the mundane to reveal the spiritual nature of all things, allowed Yishi to realize that she was both an ordinary woman and an incarnation of the Buddha. I'm going to attempt this. Vara Yogini. I don't know. We are both human and divine. We are both a mortal body and an internal essence that continues on. The body too often can be the scapegoat for so much hate, distrust, and violence. Oh my God, yes. The body holds infinite wisdom, pleasure, and possibilities. This is the moment to see your gorgeous body as the tremendous gift it is. It's the moment to realize that there's no greater intoxication than just being fully in your body from head to soul. Being fully in your body is so a Taurus thing too. Being feeling grounded, confident in yourself. But I mean, I must say, like, yeah, I've kind of felt like this after my having my girls. For me, I'm just looking at like how this applies, for me in my situation, and each of us, it can apply, it will have its own unique flavor, right? But yeah, like I feel like I need those sorts of self-love. But there was yeah, after the twins, there's a lot of changes that, and then you got the hormones and you're healing from all these surgeries and everything. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And I definitely can identify with that, feeling like, sometimes you just don't have it anymore, right? But that's when we just have to kind of chase out those things and free ourselves of these, of this sort of thing by changing how we talk to ourselves. And we need to we need to exercise like this way that we bring ourselves down with that, right? It could be in a situation too. It could be external, or it could just be something going on internal, right? But I feel like it's really kind of approaching time to do something. And you'll know what that is for you. And it might just be something you don't know even what it is right now that could pop up, or we can see it reflect in our world around us. So I definitely feel like something is going to happen with this energy coming in. I mean, things happen every day, right? But it'll be interesting to see how the astrology lines up to that. All right. I spent way too long today. I got excited and talked too long. I'll be back tomorrow. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, all those fun things. Oh, and I forgot, I got Chloe's crystals package and I've got to do an unboxing. So keep your eyes peeled for that too, because I really want to come on and do that. All right. Got too excited. All right. Thank y'all so much. Love you all. And I hope you have a blessed day. And I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. Mwah.